Hello everyone. Do you want to learn VBA function VBA Userform in the most simplified way? I'm sharing the training video from my process design course. Please do watch, learn, subscribe, like and share. Thank you.
Yeah, go to file, then blank workbook, then go to file again, save as, and then browse. Don't use OneDrive. Go to browse, go to desktop, and then file name would be VBA underscore function, and then save as type. Instead of Excel workbook, it will be macro enabled workbook, second one. Okay, let others complete this. Once it is done, write down in the chat box, everyone. We are going to learn about VBA function. Okay, go to A3, type input, enter. Go to A5, small d, what is the pipe diameter, and what is that number? 50 mm. And since 50 is input, it will be yellow. All right, go to A8, results. Then go to A10, capital A. Okay, what is capital A? It is the area, cross-sectional area. So what is the value? What is the formula? Go to B10. It is 5/4 d square. So d is B5. And what is the unit? Mm square. Okay, let everybody complete this. Once it is completed, write C in the chat box. You can minimize the decimal points. So everybody is doing this, right? Can see only 3 C's. What about others? Okay, let's go to B5. So what is the name that this cell has by default? It is B5. Okay, if I want to change this name, I can change it in the name box. Okay, where is the name box? Okay, so this name I'll put all small, pipe underscore ID underscore mm. Enter. Okay, you can expand a little bit more. If it is done, write down in the chat box. So we cannot afford to miss any step. Okay, that's why even if it is very simple step, you need to respond.
Hello, sir, can you just repeat the last step?
Can you repeat the last step after area?
Yeah, you need to go to B5 cell and then change the name of that cell. You see here what name has been given, pipe underscore ID underscore mm. Then press enter. This is for B5 cell, your input cell. Okay, so we have calculated area as 1963, but it is very boring way to do that, right? There is no fun. So we are going to use VBA to do this calculation. So please go to developer tab. Click on the developer tab. Then left side you'll see Visual Basic.
I
Okay,
don't have the
so
developer tab.
we've been through this before also, right? During goal 6. Okay, give me control.
Yeah.
So if you see here, go to File, then Options, and in Options you will find Customize Ribbon, and in Customize Ribbon you will have this Developer tab. You need to check this and click OK.
Okay, once again.
Since you don't have Developer tab, that means you have not done the homework of goal 6. Also, that exam we had.
I'm actually using a different laptop now, so
Yes, of course.
actually I
All right.
forgot. We planned it way back. I need to do something. Yeah.
Now you have it.
Sorry.
Do you have the Developer tab?
Now I'm just checking. Yeah, a customized ribbon. Main tab developer. Yeah, it's there.
Okay, go to
Yes.
Developer tab, then click on the Visual Basic. So you'll find one window opened.
Yes.
Just try to give a little more space to that. So even if you have the blank page like this for the Visual Basic, okay, so how to get it back? You can go to View and use the Project Explorer. This clear? And then right click on VBA function, which is your file name, VBA function. Right click and then insert module. Please do that. So you need to insert one module. So you are in now module 1. Just to confirm that, just double clicking on module 1. So we are here. So we start typing the codes now. Please write function space area underscore pipe underscore mm2 bracket start pipe underscore id underscore mm comma space pi pi space as variant, no brackets, just as variant after space as space variant bracket complete, enter. Then second line would be application dot volatile without space. Enter. then single quote, objective. So if you start with single quote, that means the next the rest of the statement is going to be a comment. It will not take part in the coding or calculation. Objective, type objective. Colon to calculate capital A. Okay, so that after a few months, when you open this file, you should know what exactly you are trying to do. Enter. And then what is the function name? Area underscore pipe underscore mm2. So same thing you need to copy and paste here. Area underscore pipe underscore mm2. Yes. Control V
This is too
equal
fast.
to pi. What is the formula? Pi by 4, right? So pi divided by 4. In VBA, you don't need a bracket start bracket complete for pi. Multiplied by pipe underscore id underscore mm to the power 2. All right, go to the next line. End function. It's okay. Click OK. So when this kind of thing happen, you need to provide space before that to the power and after that to the power. Okay. Now click somewhere else. You can delete the empty spaces there. Means line, yeah. So please complete this. Okay, once it is done, this 5-line code you need to type or paste in the Zoom chat. So if somebody has written some code wrong, I can correct it.
The first line is red. I typed all the these 5 lines. The first line function underscore area underscore pipe underscore mm2. It is red.
Yeah, did you type that in the Zoom chat?
Just a minute. Yes, sir.
You did not write pi, no? You written P1 as variant.
Oh, still it is compile error expected this separator or.
No, there is an underscore after the function.
After function.
Basically, an extra underscore is there.
We have to run it.
Okay, okay,
No, don't run it.
okay. Thanks, Anshuman.
Hiren, what's wrong? There are many things I can see those are wrong. Please compare 1 to 1. And application dot volatile. It is not comma and space and all. And as variant spelling is also wrong. All right. So let us proceed. Now, Anshuman, after function and before as variant. So whatever you see here, you need to copy. Okay, go to B10, type equal to, Control V, and then bracket star bracket complete because it is pi. and then enter. So you'll get the same answer, 1963. Okay, do it. Type equal to.
Yes.
Okay, please write the answer in the chat box, everyone.
So after function, till what we have to copy? Area?
Before pi.
Okay. Copy. So we have to paste it, right? Oh no, it's showing some error.
Showing 0.
Write the code in the chat box. Yes, Kunal?
I am using different laptops, so I can't copy. Just checking error.
Take the photo of your code and share it. Is that possible? Can share it on WhatsApp also. Okay, so what do you understand?
Share on WhatsApp.
Sir, I did correction, and after correction, what I do on Excel?
This is the highlighted portion after function and before as variant. You need to copy that. Did you do it?
No, sir.
Then go to B10 cell in the Excel file. Type equal to, then Control V. And then after pi, you need to do bracket start, bracket complete. And again, one more bracket complete, then enter.
I have shared the file.
Shared in WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
You know what is the most important skill set of the process engineer? Other than copy, paste, and edit, of course. You should have very good pair of eyes. In the first line, you are saying area underscore pipe underscore mm2. Second last line, you are writing area underscore, what is that, pipey, PIPIE underscore mm2. You should not have this kind of errors. No? Please correct it. It's hardly 5-line code.
Yes, done.
Is it working?
No, we have to run it, or
Did you go to B10 and paste that area pipe mm2? Kunal?
It's okay.
All right. Now we have calculated area. Let us say if I want to calculate a perimeter, then what is the formula? Anshuman, what is the formula for perimeter circle? It will be
Yeah.
pi d, right? So what are the input parameters that you would require to calculate perimeter? Same as earlier, you need diameter and pi, right? So what you're going to do, you're going to copy this 5 line code, Control V, and then edit. So instead of area pipe mm2, we'll have capital P underscore pipe underscore mm. Please do the correction. Pipe mm, and then second last line also same thing. And formula will correct pi into, and then to the power 2 would go away. And in the comment, that objective, you'll have to calculate capital P. Okay. And what's the next thing? Copy. Go to B11 equal to bracket start, bracket complete. Okay, once it is done, write the perimeter value in the chat box. You can reduce the decimal point. All right, so I can see Saurabh has completed it. What about others? Yes, Amit, what's happening?
157.
All right. Now we'll proceed. Hiren, Mahesh, Kunal, Karan. If you need help, please ask.
So, sir, in this case, basically we have defined a function. So in the a function called area underscore pipe underscore mm square, and then we have defined that this value is equal to dia into pi by 4 into dia square, and then we are using that function in the Excel to calculate the area.
Correct. So every formula, every calculation will have its different function.
Okay.
Okay. Now whatever you have calculated in B10, okay, 1963, please go to that cell, B10. And the name of this cell will change it to now A underscore mm2, area underscore mm2. Enter. All right. And now if I want to calculate the volume, pipe volume, so what is the formula for pipe volume? It's a cylinder. So it is area into length.
Pi by 4 is correct. Yes.
No, area into length, right?
Area into length. Yes.
Okay, so go to A6, capital L, 1000 mm. Okay, that is the pipe length. Yeah, you can make it yellow. Okay, type capital V volume and put the unit also mm3. Okay, so how you're going to play this one? So copy the first code, 5 line, copy, and then go to end, keep one line space.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, after the second end function, just enter. Okay, now function would be capital V, 5, mm3. And what are the input parameters we are going to take for this?
Pipe ID and length.
No, we are not going to take pipe ID. We are going to take area.
Sorry, area and length. Yes.
Okay, and what is the cell name for that area?
A underscore
A
mm
underscore
square.
mm2. Okay, so there is no pi required here. So pi, instead of pi, we'll have the length, or we can say, no, that will be required as variant and all.
Okay.
We'll write pipe underscore L underscore mm. Pipe underscore L underscore mm. So what is this?
The
This
length.
is name of B6 cell. Okay, that we're going to put now. Type pipe underscore L underscore mm. Enter. It's okay. Now go to the third line to calculate V. Fourth line, again V underscore pipe 3. Okay, now what is the formula? A underscore mm2 multiplied by pipe underscore L underscore mm. Okay, you can remove other things. Okay, click somewhere else and do that copy paste. All right, please save it. And once it is completed, write the answer in the chat box, everyone. Yes, Saurabh, it's happening.
So I'm getting some
You're getting what?
Sir,
Yes, Saurabh.
I'm getting error.
Define error.
Value, hash value, exclamation.
Okay. So this third code, what you have, please copy and paste in the chat box.
Okay.
I think you are not define a value in Excel.
Ajay,
Yes, Karthik.
Mr. Ajay, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Karthik, you have any query?
Yeah, actually, I was working on another laptop. I switched it to a new one. Actually, I got stuck up from the beginning itself. I couldn't figure out. Now, can I share my screen?
Why didn't you tell when we were in area only?
One second. At that time, I couldn't share my screen. That's why I was in the process of switching here.
Okay. All right. Please share your screen. Saurabh, okay, before we change, Saurabh, did you check this B6 cell name you have changed to pipe_L_M?
Yeah, that I have changed. B6.
I think we have to change the AI also value. Na?
Yeah, this one. B10 cell name should be A_MM2.
That is also done, sir.
So done. Then Saurabh, you share your screen first.
Okay.
Let us try to figure out what happened. You have provided only one input parameters. There are two input, right? Pipe L, so that is also there. So where is the VBA? It's here. You have not copied this pipe L, Okay, please do that. It is not done, sir. You type till here only. Okay, 1 second. Give me control.
Yes.
Copy. Go here. Okay, it's working. All right, Karthik, please share your screen. Karthik, are you there? And please share the entire screen, Karthik, not just this window. So I can see I have written the codes. Formula is also fine. This is perimeter, this is volume. So the name of this cell, Jagan, you need to follow now. You also have left behind. So the name of this particular cell is pipe ID so that you already done. Area formula is also done. Pipe ID. change. What happened here? Bracket start, bracket complete is not there. So here.
I think in this area there is a mistake. I think p by 4 exponential pi by id square. I think there should be multiplication.
Right. Okay, the next was perimeter. So what is the perimeter formula? Pi into d. That you have got it right. So this also same thing, copy. Alright, so this is also done. The next was volume. Unit is mm3. So for that, what I had done, I had changed the name of this cell, B10 cell, as area underscore mm2. Okay, so the name of this cell and then this area pipe mm2. Okay, you cannot give this name to this name box. You see my point? If you try to give instead of a underscore mm2, if you try to give area underscore pipe underscore mm2 as this cell name, it won't work. So it has to be unique name, different name. And we need another input parameter, that is pipe length. Let's say keep it 1000 mm. And again, we are working on this. So V, that is okay. But instead of pipe ID, so I will be using a underscore mm2. Okay, directly area is available now. And what is the next? Length. Okay, this pipe underscore length underscore mm. So that is the new name for this. So I just copy this and instead of pi, I'll put it there. And this will be copied. Before that, this copy it, paste it, multiplied by, and then copy, and then go to B12, Control V, close, and then enter. What happened?
Formula is wrong. Pipe ID M.
Now it should work. Is this clear? Now let us go ahead with next. Now we learn how to use the if loop. So please go to A5 and write age, AGE. Karthik, write AGE, age. Please go to A4 and type age, AGE. Are you there, Karthik? What's happening? Anyway, I'll type AGE. Unit is years. And let's say it is 25. And in A13, you'll write criteria. So what exactly we are planning to do here? We are planning to check if it is year, if it is more than 60, or let's say if it is less than 60, then this B13 cell should say not retired. But if it is not, if it is 60 or more than 60, then it should say that retired. And there should be one message box also. All right. So again, we need to copy this and then paste it. Karthik, are you there? Anshuman, please share your screen. Okay, you already copied and pasted. Good. This 25B4 cell, make it yellow and give a unique name. We'll call it as age_1. Enter. All right. The function name for this would be, let me see what is the function name. Yeah, we'll call it as the function error_message. Right, ERR_MSG. MSG message. And then delete all other things. And in bracket, it will be age_1. Okay, as variant. Remaining things we can delete. Okay, objective to use if loop. Okay. So the second last line you can select all and delete it. We don't need it. So instead of that, we'll type if age_1 less than or equal to 60. Less than equal to 60 space, then enter. That function name error_message equals in double quote not retired. Okay, why double quote? Because it is a text, not retired. Enter. Else, 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 enter. Okay, otherwise what will happen? Error_message would be, it will say retired. No, you need to write full error_message equal to retired. Okay, go to the end after retired, double quote, enter. And we want a message box also to pop up. Okay, the code for that is MSG box, single word, MSG box, space, bracket start, in double quote, you are retired, full stop, full stop. Uh, don't go beyond double quote, space, go home. All right, bracket complete. Then enter end if, END, end, space if. All right, so these are the codes for the if loop. Okay. And you know what to do next? After
Yes, sir.
function, before as variant, copy paste. Yes, sir, tell me.
Just one question. When we defined this age, these were invalid. So was there a problem with these
There
when
is
we
no
defined
problem.
age?
No problem. Just double click on B10. Double click, enter.
Okay.
Because in the coding you have done some mistake, no? Before, for this error function.
So when I defined the name of this, okay, where is this age one? This was supposed to be age one.
Yes. Okay. So by mistake you have put Wrong name, right? You maximize this Excel file, left side window.
Oh, I gave this as age one.
No, it's
And
okay. It's good that you made this mistake. Now I have got a
okay.
chance to tell how to correct it. So go to Formulas tab and go to Name Manager.
Mm,
Okay, so age_1, edit. Edit. So where you want that refers to, usually B4 cell. Enter. Okay, close it. You are done. So it is not retired. Okay, if it is working, right, working in the chat box.
I've got an answer 25 against age, 25 years.
I didn't get what?
I have got an answer of 25 years against age, means B4 cell.
Answer means that is input parameter.
Ah,
Let's say if it is working, right, working in the chat box. All right, very nice. Any queries so far? So other than the root text go home, you might want to make it little more diplomatic, softer. Okay. One doesn't write go home to your employee. Okay.
Take rest. Have fun.
But when you get fired or asked to retire, whatever has been said, it doesn't really work. I know that twice had happened with me. Anyway, you have A0 folder. You can save it and close it. This work is done.
Just wait a minute.
Oh, you want that?
Yeah, show me the code though.
Yeah.
All right, we'll proceed. I'll share my screen now. So in your S1 folder, there is a line sizing and pump sizing folders, right? I have moved my pump sizing folder here in S4, but you can check in your S1 folder. In that, in reference folder, you have a few files. Okay, so in that we got pump sizing macro user form. Please confirm that you have this file. It should be there in your S1 folder, pump sizing. I'll also share this file with you on Zoom chat.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so please
Yeah.
open this file. So I learned about VBA function. So in VBA function, each formula would have its own function, correct? Let us say if you are doing the pump sizing, first your calculation is what? Hydraulic power. So for hydraulic power, what information you need?
Flow and head.
Flow
Head
head,
density.
what is the density, differential head, right? So all these things you can put it as the input parameter. So head would be h underscore 1, right? Density will be rho underscore 1. So the name you can change in the respective cell and then use the function as a hydraulic power and then in bracket what is input parameter, then as variant. Then second line will be application volatile, application dot volatile. And one by one, you can calculate the hydraulic power, then shaft power. Okay, after shaft power, you'll calculate the motor power. Then you can select motor also. Then you can do the NPSH available calculation if all the input parameters are available. Correct? So you don't really need to use the classic Excel formula, right? And good thing about VBA is you can very well protect your work, protect all the codes that you have. Now the next level of VBA is VBA user form. So please look at my screen. So if I click on this form sizing, one window will open. Okay, that window is called as user form. So it will have the date, then what is the heading, okay, who has prepared this Excel file, the name of the person, and then details of that person. Then if you click on next, you'll have this new window or new user form. It will have all the input parameters. So yellow boxes, you need to put the input, the flow rate, okay, different units are there to choose from. For density, it is kg per meter cube, pound per feet cube. For the differential head, it is meter, and then feet. And once you put all the numbers, let us put some numbers, 35 meter cube per hour. Then for say 1000 kg per meter cube, and then head of say 25 meter with pump efficiency 50 and then motor efficiency 75. If I click calculate, it is giving these numbers, these answers. Okay, we are going to prepare this, right? If I click on reset, then that earlier form would go away and you can start from fresh. If you click on quit, so that user form will get closed, right? So let us learn how to make that. Have you opened this file? Once you have opened it, write O in the chat box. Good. So let us go to developer, then Visual Basic and make it half of. Okay, so before we start editing, let us understand how this is working. So if I double click on module 1 of pump sizing, macro, user form. If you double click on module 1, you can see it is all VBA function. So function HPKW underscore 1, that means we are trying to calculate hydraulic power in kilowatt. And what are the input parameters? Q, then rho, then H as variant. Then here is the formula, right? But we don't want to do VBA function now. We want to do VBA user form. And for user form, we have this 4-line code. So how does it work? So the name of the subroutine is pump sizing. Okay. So when I click here, pump sizing, what exactly is happening? It is going to this subroutine. And how does it know that pump sizing, if I click on pump sizing, it has to go to this module 2, which has got subroutine pump underscore sizing, because I have drawn this rectangle and then right click, assign macro, and then pump sizing in module 2. See that? That is the reason it knows if it is clicked here, where to go. Saurabh, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. Then next line is intro dot show. Now, if you see on the left side, there are two forms, intro and pump underscore sizing. So the second line, after you click pump sizing, it goes directly to intro dot show. So if I double click on intro to just check what exactly it contains, okay, it contains this. So same thing had appeared when I clicked pump sizing, right? And if I clicked on next, then what had happened? We got this sheet or this form. Okay, why we got pump underscore sizing this form? Because when I click next, so there are some codes embedded in next. So if I double click on this, you can see here the code says unload me. Unload me means whatever user form that is open, which is intro. Unload me means close it and then show pump underscore sizing. Okay, so the new user form will be open, pump underscore sizing. Any queries so far? Okay, now if I double click on pump underscore sizing, so here we have got different boxes, right? So what I will do now, I'll go to view because I don't see properties window. So I can click properties window. Okay, so property window means, let's say if I click on this box, what are the property of this particular box? That will be put here. And what is the name of this box? It is Q underscore 1. See that? And you can see there is a toolbox. This is basically the model palette of VBA. Okay, VBA user form. So if I hover over here, it says it's a label. So if I click here, in the property it says it's a label. See that? If I click here, it says it's a text box. So where is text box as per the model palette or toolbox? It's here, text box. Right? So before here, there was a photo. So if I click on this, it says in the property window, it says it's an image. So how to get the image? It's available here. Okay, so click here, draw one rectangle, and then how to get a particular image file? If you click on that, if you click, scroll little down, you can see your picture is there. Okay, if you click on these three dots, you need to find a small size photo and then click open. Then you will have this, your photo or your company logo, put it here. Okay, so for now I'm going to delete that. Then let's go back to pump sizing. The next one is this. So what exactly this is? This is a combo box. Okay, what is combo box? In the toolbox, you will see it is combo box. So whenever you want to, let's say, to provide some choice, like to choose the unit, meter cube per hour or LPS, then you cannot use a label, you cannot use a text box. Okay, you need to use a combo box. This makes sense? All right. And what is this white box? It is again a text box. That means if you want to put some numbers or some text in a box, you can use a text box. Label is for just input purpose. Okay, put the heading and all. And all the formatting one can do using this property window. Now here I have used back color as yellow. If I don't want that yellow color, if I want say pink color, I can do that and change the setting. Okay, but for now I'm not going to change anything. Let it be default, whatever I have given. Correct? So once you put all the numbers here, all the input parameters, and choose the correct units, and then when you click calculate, then you remember we had got few values here, the results, right? So how this calculation is happening? It is happening because of this calculate. So if I double click on this calculate, you can see big codes are available. So the subroutine name is calculation button underscore click. Okay, what is the first line says? If q underscore 1 is equal to blank. Okay, why did I say blank? Because it is double quote, and there is nothing inside the double quote, so that's why it is blank. So if q underscore 1 is blank, q underscore 1 is this. If I don't put this value, okay, I keep it blank, then what will happen? And there are some other options also. If you don't provide the row value, density value, or if you don't provide the head value, if you keep it blank, or the efficiency of the motor, efficiency of the pump and then motor, or list items underscore flow dot value if it is units. So what is list items underscore flow? Again, we'll go back. What is the name of this combo box? It says lst items underscore flow. Okay, if the value is units, means you are not selected any unit for the flow rate, then, or if density unit is just units, you are not selected any unit, or head unit is not selected, then what will happen? Then there will be a message box, okay, that will say, please do not keep any of the input parameters blank. And then exit subroutine, means it will go out of this calculate button underscore click. Okay, that is the name of the subroutine. Is clear? It will not go further with inadequate input parameters. Okay, these 4 lines are clear, everyone? Then, if lst items underscore flow value, okay, meaning you have provided the unit of the flow rate as meter cube per hour. Then q underscore f means the final flow rate which you are going to use in the calculation. So that will be q underscore 1 multiplied by 1. Meaning meter cube per hour is our base unit for our calculation. But if you provide input as in LPS, so LPS has to be converted into meter cube per hour, right? So the formula says q underscore f is q underscore 1, which is whatever value you have assigned in LPS divided by 1000 multiplied by 3600. So LPS will be converted into meter cube per hour. This makes sense? Why did we do this? Because if you remember in pump sizing, we had taken meter cube per hour as our base unit. So meter cube per hour multiplied by density multiplied by head, okay, and something else, then divided by 3.6 E6. Okay, that was the conversion factor that we had. And whatever value that we got, that was hydraulic power in kilowatt. It makes sense? Same funda is applicable for density. So if you if you have provided density unit as pound per feet cube, this needs to be converted into kg per meter cube. Why kg per meter cube? Because that is a base unit that we have considered in our calculation for hydraulic power. So how do you convert from pound per feet cube? So whatever value that you have got, let's say 50 pound per feet cube. So divide by 62, multiplied by 1000. So you get your row underscore final as in kg per meter cube. If it is already provided in kg per meter cube, then there is no change. This multiplication by 1 is also not required. It will be simply row underscore f is equal to row underscore 1. Same funda is applicable for head unit meter. Correct? If you are given head value in feet, so you need to convert that into from feet to meter. Now this is where the calculation starts. So pH underscore 1, this is the formula. Flow rate into density multiplied by 9.81, then multiplied by HF. Now how does it know that QF is this? Okay, latest value of QF is this, which is coming out of this if loop. Row underscore f is whatever value is coming out of this. Okay. HF is whatever HF value is coming out of this if loop. And pH underscore 1. So what is pH underscore 1? It will go here. If you see the name of this name box, it says pH underscore 1. Okay, that's why when this pH or hydraulic power is calculated, it is reported in this particular cell, in this box. Okay, let us go back. Now this pH underscore 1, it is nothing but pH underscore 1, which is this. and then divided by n1 underscore 1. Where is this n1 underscore 1 is located? It's here. Okay, name of that particular text box is n1 underscore 1. We are not doing any conversion from percent to any other unit. Okay, so it is as it is. Then goes motor power. So motor power is what? Tau power divided by n2 underscore 1. This is the motor power, motor efficiency n2 underscore 1. And this value will be again reported in pm underscore 1. Okay, this is the motor power. And finally, ms, selected motor. For that, we need to have a series of if loops. So if your motor power is say equal to or less than 0.093, then your motor selected will be 0.093. If your motor power is between 0.093 and 0.0119, then the motor selected would be 0.0119. And what is this ms underscore 1? It is here. The name of that text box is ms underscore 1. So once this calculation if loop is done, then to do the round off, okay, we have this this code round ph underscore 1 comma 1 means your hydraulic power till 1 decimal place will be visible. If you want 3 decimal place, you will have 3. Okay, after comma, you'll put 3. But now for this, 1 is good enough. Then if you, okay, this is not working, this code. This is a code for print. Okay, but it gives very bad quality print. Then the next one is the quit button. Okay, because when you click on quit, so it has to go away and you need to see your Excel file again. So how this is happening? Because of this code. So it would unload pump underscore sizing user form and it will select pump sheet. So what is pump sheet? It is this sheet. Is here? This is the name of the sheet. So you'll see this one. If you don't like pump sheet, you want say sheet 1 or list or ID, you need to write that accordingly. Okay, but for now, pump sheet is good enough. And how to reset it? So you can see the code for reset button. Unload pump underscore sizing. And then again, pump underscore sizing dot show. Dot show means that form will open. And when it is opening again, it will always have the blank format, right? It will not have any input or results. And then finally select pump select sheets pump select. So it will show this one. This is okay. All right. Now we have to do what we always do: copy, paste, and edit. So let us start that. Go to module. Please see what I'm doing, then you do it. Go to module, then right click, insert module. So you'll have module number 3. Please do it. If you have created module 3, write module 3 in the chat box.
So Ajay, actually how to enable macros? My laptop is showing enable macros.
Please share the screen.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so if you go to developer, there is macro security, then enable,
Okay.
then okay, and pump sizing. It has some issue. What does it say? All right, so I'm going to save this. Why it is read only? You did not save it. Okay, for some time I'll just put it on desktop. Try again. Yes, still it has got some issues. So I'll close this. Okay. Let us see the desktop. You can close all other files. Why this file is not getting closed? Karthik, can you close both the Excel files?
This file is not getting close. I'm trying.
Okay. Can you open the task manager? Okay, close. End task. All right, let's go to the desktop. Give me control. So this is your file, right? So I'm going to right click.
Yes.
And then properties. And okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Working. All right. So module 3 you need to create, right? So right click on the module,
Yes.
insert module. Okay. Maximize its module, module 3. Maximize.
Sorry. Load.
Yeah.
Good.
Now let us go to module 2 and then control A, copy, and then go to module 3. All right. So control C, control V, and then edit. Now the new subroutine name you are going to put _2. Okay. The new user form intro, that name would be intro _2. Please make these changes, because whatever work that is there right now, even module 2 and both the user forms, we are going to delete. Please make the changes in module 3. Copy those 4 lines in the chat box, then we'll continue.
Sir, it shows empty. My model 2 shows empty. Nothing.
One second. Saurabh, subroutine pump _sizing _2. That _2 is missing in your file. Yes, Karan, what did it say? Module 3 is empty.
Model 2, sir.
Module 2 is empty. Really?
Double click on model 2.
double click on module 2, copy, and then go to module 3, Control V.
Okay, yeah.
Dharmaraj, please see what others have done it. Compare your second line. Did you correct it, Dharmaraj?
Yes, sir, correcting.
Okay. Now let us proceed. Okay, please go to Forms and then right click, Insert User Form. Insert User Form. Okay, increase its height and width. All right. Now you should have properties window also open. So if you click here on the user form, in the property window, the name is given as default user form 1. We want to rename it as intro underscore 2. Please change the name of user form 1, intro underscore 2. Enter.
Can you guide me for how to get the properties again?
I can go to view and then properties.
Yeah, got it. Thanks.
Okay, click on the user form and then change the name of user form 1 to intro underscore 2. Now, if you see here, please look at my screen. If you see here, user form 1, it is written on top left. Okay, I don't like that. So if I want to change, I can go to caption, right? Right there, developed by Karthik. Please type developed by.
Hello.
Thank you. Karthik,
Hello.
go to caption in the properties environment and type developed by Karthik.
Developed by yeah.
Is clear, everyone? Okay. Now if I go to
Double click on that screen, so the code is opening. That window is.
Yeah, if you double click on this, you are saying the code is opening.
Yeah.
Then you can close that window. The small window,
Yes.
you can close it. And then again, double click on intro underscore 2. You will find this thing.
Okay, okay, got it.
All right. So if I double click on intro, the original user form, I can see I can have label. Okay, label. There is a command button. There is an image. So what I will do, I'll use Control A to select all, then copy, and then go to intro underscore 2, and then paste it. And I'll make sure that everything, while it is still together grouped, I'll go to the left top and then try to decrease the height and the width. Okay, something like this. Okay, and then change the date. So you can put today's date, 3rd of September 20. You can close this small window. No, not that. Right side. Yes. Okay. Single click would do. Okay, once the date is changed in intro underscore 2, write date in the chat box.
Please repeat again. How do we change that?
Single click and then edit. Yes, Anshuman, is it done? Not
Yes,
writing date.
Yes, sir. I have written, sir.
Written.
Yes.
Okay, you wrote full date.
Yes.
You haven't learned anything from me. Shortcut D is good enough for the date. All right. Then if you are in intro underscore 2, if I double click on next, okay, that's where the next code is, right? So double click on next. You don't say anything. There are no codes in between. Correct? So the codes are not getting copied when you are copying and pasting this next, right? So what you need to do, you need to double click on the original intro, then double click on next, then copy everything. Copy, and then go to intro underscore 2, next, double click, and then select everything, and then paste. Okay, and what is the pump underscore sizing underscore 2 show? Because we are not going to use the original user form. Okay, please make these changes. If it is completed, write C in the chat box. All right, let us proceed. So again, your intro underscore 2 work is done. Okay, now we need to insert another user form. So Karthik, go to forms, right click, insert user form. Okay, increase the height and the width. Change the name of the user form. Let us call it as pump underscore sizing underscore 2. Enter, and then caption, developed by Karthik. This name credit is a good thing, okay, but you need to be careful. If you publish something which is not correct and you're putting your name to that file, okay, it would work against you. All right, so you need to copy and paste. Go back to pump underscore sizing, double click. Control A. No,
Sorry,
not
I don't get your voice.
Control A. Go to pump sizing. Yes.
Control A. Okay, Control A. Yeah.
If you are doing Control A, listen. You need to be on this page, right, to do the Control A, and then select all, right? Control is for select all, then copy, and then double click on pump underscore sizing to Control V, and then drag it to the left, because in user form you cannot reduce the height or the width from top or from left. You have to do it from right or from bottom. Is clear?
Yes.
All right. So as far as codes are concerned, you know that there will be nothing in calculate here. It's blank.
Yes.
So wherefore we are going to get the codes from? We're going to get it from pump underscore sizing. Okay. Double click on calculate. Control A. Double click on calculate. Then Control A. Control C. Go to pump sizing 2. Double click on calculate.
Sorry, double click on?
Calculate.
I don't get your voice.
Double click on calculate.
Yeah, okay.
Control A.
Control V, right?
Control A. Now Control V. All right. Go the beginning of this code. All right. So when the codes are copied, write done in the chat box. Okay. Now we don't need intro and pump underscore sizing, correct? So what we'll do, we'll go to intro, right click, then remove intro. So it will ask, do you want to export into before removing it? No, we don't want to export it. And then pump underscore sizing also, right click, remove. Do you want to export? No, we don't want to export. Okay, save your file. Once these original user forms are deleted, write C in the chat box. All right, now let us review the code. So if q underscore 1, so the name of this q underscore 1, it is correct, right? So we already have that name given, which is default. The default means we had copied it. Okay, so this code we already seen. If lst items underscore flow dot value is meter cube per hour, the question is, how does it know that it has to be one of these two units, meter cube per hour and LPS, right? If I want to add another unit, let's say LPM or meter cube per minute or meter cube per second. So how do I do that? So if I click here, what is the name it has been given to? List items underscore flow, right? Also, if I scroll little down, there is something called a row source. And what is that row source? It says flow underscore unit underscore 1. If I go to next row, density unit. So the row source for that is density underscore unit underscore 1. See that? And for the head, the row source is head underscore unit underscore 1. See that? That means these numbers or this text must be doing something. So if I go to the list, and you can see flow rate unit, density, and then head units are given. So if I select both together, meter cube per hour and LPS, so what does it say? Name box, it says flow underscore unit underscore 1. If I select density for the units, kg per meter cube and pound per feet cube, together it is called as density underscore unit underscore 1. And same is happening for the head unit. See that? If I want some additional units, so I'll just insert one column, a row, and put say LPM, okay. And if I go back to units, so what units we have now? LPM. So if I select this 3, flow unit is flow unit 1. Okay. What I'll do, I'll change the name because we want 3 units. So we'll do formulas, then name manager. So where are we? Okay, flow unit 1. Edit. Already correct. Then click OK. Alright, so this is the way we can get it done. So for now, I'm just going to stick to the original problem statement. Okay, make it meter cube per hour and LPS because the codes are given in that way. Go back. We'll stick to the okay. So we are here. I think some formatting things I had changed. Sorry for that. I'll save it. Okay, so now you know how to get this drop-down box items. Let us go back. So this formula we already seen. So there is no change in this formula. Hydraulic power, shaft power, and motor power. Same goes for the motor selected. Okay, there is no change. And if I go here, you can see here for the print button, the code says pump underscore sizing. Okay, but there is no pump underscore sizing. There is pump underscore sizing underscore 2. So make these changes. Wherever you have pump underscore sizing, you need to change it to underscore 2. And then unload underscore 2. Pump underscore sizing underscore 2. Okay, please make these changes.
Sir, that intro and pump sizing original tabs are not getting deleted under forms category.
Not getting deleted.
Deleted. Means
Okay, if you see here below run, there is this square box. It says reset. Okay, click on the reset and try it again.
okay.
So once I replace pump underscore sizing with pump underscore sizing underscore 2, write done in the chat box.
It shows the save window appears. Once I right click on intro and press remove intro, then a pop-up window appears saying save the file.
Do you want to export? It might be
No.
saying that, right?
No, that after that I click cancel.
Cancel. You need to say no. You don't want to export it.
Okay, done.
All right, and then let us get back to pump sheet. Okay, so module 2 also you don't need, right? Module 2 is for earlier. So delete module 2 also, remove module 2. And do you want to export? No. So you are left with only module number 3. And we have already done all the editing part. Okay, please save it. And this pump sizing, we need to again provide assign macro. So let us do that. Right click, assign macro. So which macro we have in module 3? Pump sizing 2. Then click OK. Okay, once I change the assign macro for pump sizing tab, right? See in the chat box. Okay, now we are good to go. Karthik, please click on the pump sizing left side and see if it is working. Okay, check the date. So this is your file developed by Karthik.
Yes, my file.
Okay, click next.
Yes, correct.
Okay, put some numbers. 35 meter cube per hour. Then density 1000 kg per meter cube. Head 25 meter. Pump efficiency 50%, motor efficiency 75%. Then click calculate. Okay, it's working.
Thanks.
Let's keep it open. We'll check the other code also. Click on the reset. Okay, it's working. Go to quit. All right, so all 3 codes are working. So if it is working in your case also, write W in the chat box. Okay, now let us do one more thing. Click on the pump sizing, this box, left side. Pump sizing in the Excel file. Okay, we click next. And just look at my screen. If you hover over here, what does it say? It says gas flow rate, right? So in the density box, if I hover, it says inlet pressure. In the head, it says it is differential pressure across control wall. The next, liquid pressure recovery factor. The next is liquid pressure recovery factor. So there is something wrong with this with these boxes, right? So how to fix it? Please go to pump sizing 2, then single click on the first box. So there is something called a control tip text. In the property window, you will find control tip text. So this should be only flow rate, not gas flow rate. Please change it. In property window, control tip text, you need to change. Okay, make it flow rate, enter. The next is density box. Control tip text, so it will be density. Enter. And third one is head.
What should I write? Head?
Yeah, head, enter. The next is eta 1 is what? Pump efficiency. And eta 2 is motor efficiency. All right, now click again pump sizing and see whether it is working or not.
Yeah, working.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, if it is done, then write done in the chat box, everyone. So I'm sharing my screen now.
Okay. Thank you.
In S0 folder, we have VBA literature. In that, there is one file called VBA with Userform man-hour booking. There is no password given in this file, so you can actually check what are the codes and trying to make sense out of it. So before lockdown, we used to use this Excel file, VBA enabled Excel file for man-hour booking. Okay, it says you can input your man-hours only after providing the correct response to the question. So every month I used to change the question. Okay. So now how many worksheets you can see here? Start and summary, right? So my employee could not input the man hours for the month or for the week unless he or she answers the correct. If I click here, it says man hour booking. You need to answer a simple question related to your company. If your answer is correct, then only you can proceed with man hour booking. Then next. So every month we used to change the question. So when was the CPL incorporated? Okay, and these are the 4 options. So first, if you put say feels like it is there from forever, and then click next. So obviously it is wrong answer. So if you have, you'll have this space and then click next. So now you can start over. Click next. Second option, let's say 14 Feb 2019. So this is also wrong answer. So click next. So third option is 7 June 2019. Next. So it is also wrong answer. Then finally, the fourth one. Okay, it has to be correct. 7 June 2017. Next. So this is the correct answer. So now you can see there are only 2 sheets. When you click next, yeah, the month sheet also available. So the employee would provide the man hours as per the projects or miscellaneous activities. And then once it is done, click me after you fill in your man hours. So once it is clicked, again it is closed. So the person would save it and close this file, so that the next person who would open this file would have to go through the same thing. So you might wonder when the answers are wrong, that time there is a boy. Okay, boy face is there. And when the answer is correct, then there is female face. Okay, because this sheet was prepared by my daughter. Okay, and you know these girls, they want to win over boys. The point which I'm trying to make it is very easy. The coding is extremely easy. Okay, so one might think that the number of lines of the code is too big, 100, 200. But if you go in deep, you will find that similar codes are copied and pasted every time. So if you see in A0 folder published in CHE resources, let's say control all sizing. Okay, the similar formula I have used for preparing this sheet. You see this? Then click next. So what is this drop down box? Oh, it will be combo list. Then if it is say incompressible, say next. Then you need to provide these input parameters. If I hover over here, what it says, liquid flow rate. This is what differential pressure. So if I put all the numbers here, then click calculate, I get the answer, right? And there is this question mark also. What is this question mark? Okay, the control wall type used to calculate blah blah blah. So it will give a quick help. If it is linear, what is the equation? If it is quick opening, what's the equation, right? And you know that it is an image file. See that? So when I'm clicking this question mark, so it must have its own name. So when I'm clicking here, it will open. Okay, its own user form, you can say. Okay. So these kind of tricks are used for the coding. Now, if you don't know what is actually going behind this codes, you might feel that this is very scary. Okay, it's awesome work, but you actually know what has been done. You will feel that anybody can do this. What's the what's the big thing in it, right? So I want you guys to think in that way. It's not a big thing. Okay, but when that will happen, when you would practice. And VBA, it is simple, but it is very difficult also. And whatever you have learned today, if you don't use it in next 2 to 3 days, I can assure you that you're going to forget it. Right? Okay, so that is what we have for today. Any query for from today's session? We learned about how to simulate a real project problem plant. We learned about VBA function and VBA Userform. Whatever calculation that we have done, okay, it's always 3 layers. First layer is of course the usual Excel calculation. Use type equal to and blah blah blah. Second level is using VBA function. Okay, and third one is VBA Userform. So you're going to prepare whatever Excel file that you have prepared so far in these 3. Okay. So I would suggest you start with pump sizing. It is there in your S1 folder. I have moved that folder in here, pump sizing. And then reference, you can see this is the normal Excel calculation, pump sizing. This is using VBA function. And this is using Userform. So this is a good reference for you to begin with. Okay, once you master this pump sizing, you can go to other calculations. Is it clear? Now, how to provide the password to your work, right? So if you go to developer and modules, so if you don't want anybody to see this, so you can right click. Then there is VBA project properties. Then there is protection, and then password. Okay, and you type the password, confirm password, and make sure that you don't forget it. Because if you forget it, you will not get your work back. Is this clear? Yes, Anshuman. Learn something new today?
Yes, sir.